Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Josh, and today we're going to be giving you a little behind-the-scenes look at some of the work that I get to do. I know, a lot of people probably wonder some of the stuff that I do. Well, here's a good video. Today we are going to go canyoneering, which is basically running through a canyon, multiple rappels, and traversing through the canyon at Tanque Verde Falls in southern Arizona. If you guys are in southern Arizona and you're looking for some sort of adventurous experience, I will put the link to Altitude Mountain Guides in the description. Altitude Mountain Guides today is my employer, and they have asked me to come along to take photos, videos, all kinds of different, whatever I can come up with in the moment. The water is going to be running really heavy today, which is rare. It doesn't always run like this, but we've had tons of rain in Tucson, so it's going to make the experience much more dramatic. So if you're looking for an interesting experience or some sort of adventure and you're in southern Arizona, get a hold of Altitude Mountain Guides. They'll be happy to take you out, whether it's rock climbing, canyoneering, whatever it is that you're into. They have a guide that will fulfill your desires and get you having fun in the mountains. So we're gonna head up to the lower lot at Tanque Verde, and I will catch up with you guys here in a moment and show you exactly what it is that we're going to be getting into today. So the first part of the trip is always about a mile hike down into the canyon, and you can hear the water in the background right now just flowing through the canyon. So it should be one of the most wild times I've ever spent in the canyon. So Ben from Altitude Mountain Guides was out here yesterday kind of surveying the entire place. He checked it out. Seems to be relatively safe. There are a couple of traverses that you have to do that will make it a little bit difficult if the water's too high, but we're just gonna take this hike down, get to our first rappel, and then I'll set everything up so you guys can see it from that way.
You guys about to get after it? So, yeah. There'll be some kind of steep sections, but what kind of spot you are just slippery like that?
All right, so after it's a quarter-mile hike down into the canyon, Ben is now setting up the tyrolean traverse, which is basically a rope strung from one side of the canyon across to the other side of the canyon, and you hang upside down from your harness and you kind of shimmy across the rope. That's the first portion of today. So basically my job is to find a good spot where I can set up and not only take pictures, but take video, kind of show this process as we get through it. It's a pretty good day at the office, if I do say so myself. The water is pummeling the canyon right now. I can only imagine what it was like yesterday. So as they get everything set up, I'm gonna navigate my way across, get the camera in position so I can get everybody coming across the canyon on the tyrolean traverse. All right, so tyrolean traverse number 1 is done for the day. Behind me, you can see how absolutely insane this canyon is today. It's a beautiful day. It's perfect conditions, but we are now setting up tyrolean traverse number 2, where just like what you saw, you have to kind of just on your back shimmy across the rope. That is going to be going across this section of canyon. It's not nearly as death-defying. That one has a much bigger fall if you were to fall. This one is much smaller. Still, nonetheless, it's usually a rappel off of that one, and then a tyrolean traverse over here to another rappel. but today, because the water's so high, it had to be what it is. So we're gonna get tyrolean traverse number 2 set up, and then we'll skim across this canyon, start hiking down to the next rappel. You didn't miss the rappel. So that was the first rappel, which is generally the second rappel through the canyon. And I'm trying to get to a cool spot to see the water back here. So usually the second rappel, which was the first rappel today, is really mild. It's a good lead up for the next one, because the next one is about a 60, 70 footer off of it's a blank edge, and you just kind of have to go. The water's coming down the waterfall beside you. You get spray in the side of your face. It is a super epic experience, especially if you've never rappelled before. You have to remember that you are on a backup. So even though you're rappelling, I rappel single rope off my gree-gree, but if you're a client, you are rappelling off of a rope, plus you are on a backup rope. So they're really, even if your rope fails, you're on a secondary rope. So it's super safe. It's just a lot of exposure, and you're looking down to the floor of where the waterfall is, which is super epic. So we're gonna kind of traverse these next little rock sections, get set up for the big rappel. I might go on a big wall anchor, so I can hang off the side and take pictures of video of everybody coming down, and then I will rappel the rest of the way down when everybody else is done. I don't know yet, but the next one is definitely my favorite rappel of the entire canyoneering trip. But I am anchored to the side of this waterfall, and I'll try to give you a better indication of what that looks like. It's rather gnarly. This is a day at the office on a Sunday afternoon when you're working for Altitude Mountain Guides. So I'm gonna hang out here. I have a knot tied behind my gree-gree so I can be hands-free, and then it's really just about every time somebody comes down, I get different shots of them, adjust around, try testing new angles. I'm not sure how well you can hear me with this massive waterfall right behind me, but hopefully you can hear me pretty well. And we'll try to get these people coming in one at a time, try to show you what it looks like, and then make it down safely. All right, we made it down. Got some awesome shots. A beautiful day, a beautiful Sunday to be able to come out here and work and do this kind of thing. It's just super, super epic. So Ben is now coming down. You can probably see him. He's finishing up, cleaning everything up. And now it's just a hike out of the canyon. Super simple, back to the cars, no big deal. Nothing too epic or anything really worth spending too much time on. But this is a regular Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If it was helpful, like and subscribe to the channel, do all that fun stuff, come along for the adventures. I'm not sure when the next time will be out but the next large traverse we do, I will be sure to bring you along, and I'll see you guys on the next one.